Unfiltered part 2, 3, and 4. 6 reasons why you're not losing weight. As we're coming off of the high of
That was
obliterating the rather intense discussion of the Ozempics and of the world and
yes.
such.
Yeah. Listen, I have conversations every single day with people who are like, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working. And when I prod and I start to ask questions and we get a little bit deeper, it almost always ends in a, oh, like something that they're missing, something that they're not doing, something that they're refusing to see that they're not doing. They probably know they should be doing it, but they're in denial of sorts, right? Like we all are at times. So, the first thing that you need to do before you even listen to this is stop convincing yourself that you're doing literally everything you can and nothing's happening. Because if nothing's happening, then chances are you're not doing everything you can. And if you are, you're doing something wrong. Okay. Um, and a
Or
lot
you're
of
just
people,
not doing it long enough.
yes. And a lot of people want to go into, well, let me get my hormones checked. Let me look at allergies, food allergies. And those are all real things. I'm not saying that they're not. But that's like the first thing that people go to instead of first self-assessing what they've been doing and what they haven't been doing.
Put it like this: if you're a newlywed couple and you trying to get pregnant, you can fuck all the time, and it don't mean a goddamn thing.
Mhm,
There's 1,000 different reasons why your shit's not happening, right?
mhm.
But to jump to going to get some in vitro just because it ain't happening on the first shit doesn't mean it's a fucking
And even they make
right.
you wait, right?
So
They tell you you gotta be having trouble
g-
for a certain amount of
go,
time.
go get your what is that the predictor? What's it called? When it
I don't
measures your
know.
cycle, it tells you when you're fertile. What's it called?
I don't know.
I forget the name of the thing now. But when it tells you based on your cycle when you're supposed to be, uh,
Ovulating?
yeah, the ovulation thingamajigger.
Yeah.
There's go your Ovukit. Go get your ovulation kit.
Mhm.
Based on your menstrual cycle, will tell you when you're supposed to be the most fertile opportune time,
Right.
right? Go fucking ham on that day. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Go fucking ham. Fuck it. Legs to the ceiling, bang. You're on a mission to the missionary. And then when he done, bitch, lay there. Let gravity help a brother out.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
let him just swim. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, okay. And then what? You may not even get pregnant then still. That
Uh,
doesn't mean you got a problem.
no.
Doesn't mean that God hates you.
Or that you did it
It
wrong.
doesn't mean that you did it wrong. I don't know. Some motherfuckers can do that shit wrong too. Talking
Shoulda
about,
known.
putting it in the wrong door. Like,
Shoulda
this ain't
known.
working. What the fuck you think was gonna happen? Dumb shit.
Okay.
No, but I mean, right?
Yes. So the first reason that you are not losing weight is because your nutrition is not as good as you say or think it is. If you are logging your macros perfectly and you eat half your kids' mac and cheese at lunch and you don't log it, you're not on track. You just aren't. And that goes down to the handful of M&Ms you had on your way up the stairs or the little bowl of cereal you had before bed. And I know this because I'm speaking from straight experience, okay? And if you're eating things that you're not logging, if you are just you're logging some of it, not all of it. Maybe you logged today, you didn't yesterday, you won't tomorrow. And then you go ham on the weekends, drinking alcohol and doing all those types of things. That is why you are not losing weight. You're not consistent. You're not doing the right things consistently. And on the flip side of that, under eating is a real thing. If you are eating 1,500, 1,200 calories or less, and you're not seeing weight loss, that could be another huge reason why. Maybe your macro balances are off. There are so many things that if you are not consistent and precise, will screw you up. Okay. I should have said this one first. Number two is you make excuses, right? I'm working with somebody right now. She's on day 8. I just posted about this morning. Day 8 of her custom plan. She in these 8 days, she's dealing with a sick family member. She's a stay-at-home mom with kids. She's had a lack of babysitters. She's had to scramble to find a babysitter. She does one-on-ones with me once a week, scrambling to find babysitters. She is brand new to this. Like she really didn't have any idea what she was doing. She had a concert to go to. She lost 11 pounds in 8 days because she did what she was supposed to do regardless of the obstacles. I had a concert
Results may vary.
Yes, of course, always. But
But a shock to your changing way of life can do that.
yes, and that's what
Detoxes can do that.
and we had a nice little talk. We talked about how it will level out. She won't see that type of progress forever. This was literally week 1. She's starting from square one, has never done anything like this before. So yes, it was immediate. But the point is, she had all these things in front of her and she said, "No, I said I was going to do this. I'm going to do it." She didn't make an excuse. She didn't say, "Well, I can't. My kid is in the way." She didn't say, "Well, I've had this
Why
concert
did
planned
she
for
say
6
she was
months."
going to do this?
Because she was tired of feeling the way that she feels. She has gained a significant amount of weight since she had kids, and she is sick of it. And she knew she's been seeing a counselor who has been telling her that you need to do
Perfect.
something for you.
Yeah, man.
And she said, "I need to do this for me.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
I do
That is the step
everything
of
for
conviction.
everybody else." And
Put
once
it
you
out
have
there.
that right, the excuses go away because you know why you're doing it. If your excuse is that your kids are in the way or that you're so busy, listen, I'm busy from 4 in the morning till 11 o'clock at night.
You chose your schedule.
Exactly. But I choose it that way. But I don't ever complain about that. I don't ever say I can't do A, B, and C because I'm too busy. I plan the things that I want and need to get done, and I make them happen within the time frame that is available to me.
See, when you put yourself out there like that, with or without a counselor, okay, when you put yourself out there like that for whatever those reasons are, okay, the way that you said she did it, that's called accountability.
Yes.
That's a game changer.
Yes. That is the game changer. And if you are not holding yourself accountable to some bigger why, right? You will fail. And then you'll say, "I'm trying this and I'm trying this. I'm just too busy." No, that's an excuse. Because there are people 100 times, this is the stupidest cliche everything ever, but it's true. There are so many people that are so much busier with so much bigger problems than you, and they're still figuring it out. Some aren't. Some are.
If you say you don't know how to hold yourself accountable, okay,
Mhm.
but you can tell me what name me like one of your best motivational movies or songs or speeches or sayings or whatever it is, then you're a fucking liar. Because if you have been motivated, you know how to hold yourself accountable.
You just haven't done it. You're not doing it.
Yeah,
You're using excuses to keep
100%.
yourself from
If you
doing it.
watched the movie Remember the Titans and you tell me you don't know how to hold
Oh,
yourself accountable, you're a fucking idiot.
I love that movie. I actually seen that
Or
one.
Miracle is another
Oh,
one. If you like
yeah,
sport movies, like that's another one.
that's a really good one. That's on in my house all the time. Number 3, your workouts suck. Sorry, but a lot of times, I'll see somebody one-on-one who I haven't seen in a while, and they're reaching for the 5 pounds for, rows. Like, go heavier. Pick up a heavier weight. If you're not working hard enough, you're not gonna lose weight. And again, on the flip side, if you're working too hard, you're still not gonna lose weight. So you need to understand what types of workouts you need for your goal before you can say that you've tried everything and it's not working. You might just be trying the wrong thing.
If you've tried everything, like specifically the right things, not everything, the right things,
Mhm,
and the things, even things that we've said,
mhm,
right?
mhm,
And you've tried them with perfection,
mhm,
with the right amount of time,
mhm, mhm.
and shit's still not working, and there's and let's well, hey, I don't want to take it with a grain of salt, but let's just say God is behind you, like bitch. Better tell the fucking truth. Play with me. Don't lie to him. And we say, have you done everything exactly as we've written it for the duration of time that we said to do it in? And then Jesus come out of nowhere like this, right? And he's behind you like this. Go ahead, tell the truth now. I wasn't up there on that cross for no goddamn reason, motherfucker. Tell the truth, right? And if the truth is you say yes,
Mhm.
you know what? Great. Go see the doctor then. Let's go check
Yes.
out what's happening on the inside. Because it's what's on the inside that counts for
Yes.
you ugly motherfuckers. Okay? It's what's on the inside that counts. If there's something that's not working from clinical and years of experience,
Yeah.
your metabolic processes is all over the fucking place,
Mhm. We had a client.
including barometrics, your menstrual cycles,
Yeah.
stresses day to day.
Yep.
Maybe you made a mistake and you've been eating this particular uh, fucking trail mix. I don't know. Like, let's just say you're eating this trail mix and you accidentally bought the wrong one for 6 fucking weeks. You
the
think you did it
Costco
right,
the Costco size.
but that's a mistake. Not calling you a liar, but there's a lot of the time it's the details of the things.
That's what I said when we asked questions.
Serving sizes also.
Yes. Logging precisely, getting in there. Or one time I was asking somebody the
No more than a palmful of almonds,
yes,
right?
yeah.
But
Oh,
if you're
even
fucking
that's a
Shrek, that's a goddamn boatload, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm all for eating some nuts, but those things matter.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do. You know, when you're making recipes at home, you make some enchiladas, then you get on your little MyFitnessPal, and then you just search enchiladas and click the first one that comes up. That's wrong. You're not logging precisely based on the recipe that you made, and there's so many different ones out there. So that precision is one of them. We had a client like that. She was everything perfect to a T for the right amount of time. And she's got some things anyways that she gets some regular blood checks for. Her iron was at 2. That's very, 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 very low. And so she ended up having to get treatments for that. So there could very well be something going on but you need to listen to these 6 things first and make sure you're doing all these before you go and do all that. Number 4 is you sit on the couch too much, at your desk too much, in the car too much, all of the above too much. You focus so much on the 1 hour that you're working out. What about the other 23, right? You're sitting on your couch or at your desk for 8, 10 hours a day. Then you come home to watch TV, you're sitting on the couch some more. If your steps are any low, and I hate this metric because this is not a metric to say if you walk 10,000 steps a day, you're going to lose weight. That's not true. But 10,000 steps a day over 5 years adds up.
You're talking about the fight from the Fitbit?
Yeah. And
Well, plus it does that little vibrating thing that makes you feel like you're accomplished when you've hit 10,000 steps.
yeah, it
Doesn't
does.
it?
It
Doesn't
does.
it do
I
like
forgot
a
about that. It goes,
hooray?
yeah,
Right?
it does a little
You're like,
dance
oh my
on
God, it vibrates. It's my favorite.
it.
Of course you would suggest that shit. Fucking guy.
But so 10,000 steps a day over 5 years adds up big. Whereas 5 or 6,000 steps a day over 10 years also adds up, but in the wrong way, right? Now you've been inactive for all this time. Those little bitty habits add up.
I loved the Fitbits when they first came out. I still love them, to be honest with
I
you.
don't like them. I don't.
I think it's because of that. If you're busy, it's one of those little things you can still accomplish
Yeah.
without really putting a lot of tax behind
Because it's telling
the
you.
behind doing it. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't have to sit through. It's like counting your macros fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
Meal prepping sucks, right?
Mhm. Yeah. But
Ain't nobody else gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's 10 steps to the shitter. If I shit 5 times a day, cool. That's fucking
no,
fitty.
I do like it for those general
If I
things.
side shuffle, like that's not you don't have to do that, right? But if
Right.
listen, but if you're busy,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? At least you know on a routine day and you don't work out, okay, that routine day with basic ass steps gives you X so many steps, right? So now
Yes.
you have at least somewhere to
That
start. You got to gauge, okay,
yes.
this shit ass day was at least worth this much to me.
Yeah. That is the one thing I do and like fitness trackers for. I loathe fitness trackers when it becomes oh, I only burned 200 calories today and my workout sucked. Or oh, I need to close all my rings this week every single day. And I think to an extent that's okay, but also to an extent if you are relying on what your watch tells you was a good workout instead of how you felt before, during, and after the workout, you're doing it
The
wrong.
fitness tracker, well,
hate
because
that.
it's not those fitness trackers shouldn't be met. Shouldn't be I don't believe are meant as markers of success towards a goal.
Yes.
Really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I
Yes.
got my fucking rings all done, whatever, and fucking that's not what I mean. Right? I think there should be their intent should be, and you should look at it this way as not if I do this, then I'm good. Then
Mhm.
I do this, so I'm not bad.
Mhm.
It's an anti-fail. It's
Yes.
an anti-excuse. It's
Yes.
an anti, right? It just because you did it doesn't mean you necessarily like took a huge step forward.
Mhm.
What it should mean is you didn't take a step back.
Yes.
And that is arguably more fucking important.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Anyone ever hear the term 2 steps forward, 1 step back?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Just saying.
I feel that. I agree with that. I do agree with that. There was not even a garbage can over
I
there.
don't give a fuck.
You should have
I
tried to
didn't
at
have a
least
mic
make a
drop circuit.
basket.
Whatever. Go to number 5 on your spreadsheet or whatever the fuck you are.
Number 5 is you're rushing it. Be patient. Slow down.
Says the most impatient person I know. If you don't answer this woman's question in a timely manner, you'll get 7 other versions of the same question.
No.
Shit. All posed slightly different and appropriate to the time at which it was sent in the first place.
No.
Sometimes, like, have you
Sometimes.
checked Shopify's data yet?
What
Right?
data?
I'm just giving an example. 5 a.m. I get this text, or 6 a.m. I'll get this text, right?
Come
If I
on.
don't answer by 7 a.m., it's, hey, how you feeling today? Checked out the Shopify thing. Did you get it?
No.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
I almost never
And if
text
I
you
don't
before
answer
8
that
a.m.
your
Almost never.
fucking ass hurts.
Before 7:30.
You. Anyway, you're impatient. It's fine. It's cool. Tell me I'm wrong.
I know I'm impatient.
I knew. Okay. Moving on, please.
But anyways, you need to give it the appropriate amount
Speak
of
on this
time.
point from first person. Let's I connected with the whole drugs thing in the Ozempics and with me and my smart medicine, my methylphenidate. Like I
Mhm.
connected on it. Shit. You connect on that shit because you impatient as a motherfucker.
I know I am, but
Okay,
you know,
so say something that impatient people would understand.
I mean, you feel like I went for a run, I should lose like all the fat that I wanted to lose. I'm so tired. That was so hard. I hated every second of it. And you get home and the next day you're like, wait, I still look the same.
No, that's not. No,
And
that's not fair. Because
why?
it's inaccurate. I think nowadays people know you're not gonna lose your shit and fucking.
It feels like
If people knew if people thought
But
they
it
would
feels
lose
like
weight.
you should. I was
If
just
people
starting.
can I finish? If people thought that if they ran, they would lose weight or fat or whatever it is, like right away, motherfuckers should be running all the damn
I
time.
know, but it really
It's not in one. It's in. Let's say I've been running. I've ran 6 times in 2 weeks. How come I'm not there yet?
Mhm.
Right? You're compromising what you want with what you think and what you think you're entitled to. Just because it was hard for you, you think you're entitled to have all this shit. Motherfucker, it was hard for you because you're fat and fucking lazy and you ain't did dick. Actually, you did nothing but dick for the last fucking forever. That's why it's hard. You okay?
Yeah.
I ran my fucking mile for the first time, 2 days ago, maybe? I don't know. What was the beautiful day? Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, I ran it because I hadn't gotten a chance to get my exercise in,
Mhm.
right? I damn near walked most of it. I'm not even gonna lie. But I knew going in that shit was gonna happen.
It wasn't gonna
And
feel
so,
good.
but what I did was I made a deal with myself as I knew I was gonna walk, fine. What I was not gonna do was spend too much time during that bout breathing out of the mouth. I needed to control my heart rate, not steady state, because I am so out of shape that even walking was an interval for me. So I pushed it as far as I can go before I wanted to start huffing and puffing and really getting that oxygen flow in. And I kept a low intensity interval that way because
Mhm.
that just where my body was at. So
Yeah.
the trick to being patient is knowing what you're gonna get and when you're gonna get it
Well,
and being okay with that shit.
yeah. See, my impatience comes in when I'm hyper focused on something. I'm trying to get something done and I want something to happen. Then I've got it in my head right now. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. And if I can't, then it puts me in a real bad mood. I'm like, I just want to get this done. And all I need is A, B, and C. But sometimes A, B, and C takes a minute. It's like those tedious little stupid tasks.
How many of those A, B, and C things, though, were you really fucking prepared for?
That's the problem. A lot of time you're not.
So you're going after
Sit
things
down, do
that you're
this
not
label.
prepared for,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So for these people, so that's the connection.
Mhm.
If you're trying to if you're trying to lose the weight and you don't even know why you're fucking doing it, you just didn't like how you felt one day, which is a great reason to start.
Yes.
Okay, but you're not you don't understand what that means in terms of how to finish.
Mhm.
You're gonna get stuck with real bad, a real tough kind of wall to get over
Yeah.
because you're not gonna get it.
Yeah. And if you're going off of just, like, the fad that you saw, the real popular workout, whatever, that you saw online, and you don't actually understand how or why it works in relation to what you want out of it and why you want
Oh,
it.
I'm not even gonna get you started on an influencer thing because your ass
Oh,
was mad about that last time.
that gets me so bad. Yeah. And here and number 6 is the kicker, you guys. This is the kicker. You
You
don't
really wrote the kicker.
I really did write the kicker. You don't have to do any of that stuff we just talked about. You don't have to do anything. You could sit right where you're at for the rest of your life and not do a damn thing ever. You could. That is your choice. You could absolutely do that. But then you're going to need to adjust what you're expecting out of life. Okay?
It's a risk. All of it's a risk.
And it's the exact same thing when you're looking at why you're not losing weight. You
Weight
have
loss, going after your dreams, all a risk.
ugh, a big risk in in all areas, right? In every area of your life, that
Life is a
stuff seeps
risk.
in.
You know how, what's his name? Jim Rohn. You know how risky life is? You're not gonna get out of life alive.
Yeah. And that's the truth. But if
Ooh, that's a
you're
good one.
it was. And here's the thing, if you're if you're if you have a goal and you understand what that goal takes and you're not willing to do what it takes, then you need to adjust your goal. You need to adjust your expectations. There's nothing wrong with not being willing to prep every single meal and to hit 6 workouts a week for a certain amount of time in a certain way. There's nothing wrong with not being willing to do that.
We're not saying goal necessarily like if you got 30 pounds to lose,
Right.
that all of a sudden you should change your goal from 30 to 10. We're saying if you wanna drop 30 pounds in 6 weeks and and you have no idea what the obstacles look like, then
Mhm.
bump the 6 weeks to 8 weeks, bump the 6 weeks to 10 weeks, bump the you
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like
Ditch your goal.
the end goal.
And I say it too more in a way of like, don't complain about where you're at if you're not trying to do anything about it. If you're going to I think we talked about this a little back at, like, Halloween time. Halloween candy. Don't complain that you can't eat the Halloween candy because you can, number 1, if you're doing it for some greater good, right? On the flip side, don't eat a bunch of Halloween candy and then complain about
And
it.
by the way, the greater good of eating Halloween candy is not to make yourself a diabetic, so you have to go get a Zempic, you fuck.
There's a shortage, I hear.
There's a shortage. Good luck, you're not gonna get it.
So so I'm saying this in one way, like Chris said, you have to understand what it's gonna take and adjust your goal accordingly,
You
whether
know,
that's timeline or what, but you also can't sit there and complain about being in a certain place if you're not willing to move yourself somewhere
and
else.
if you're a honey badger, and
Mhm.
even partially a wolverine, I would say, but definitely a honey badger, you don't like hearing this shit at all. You're
No.
gonna be like, "Well, fuck you," and I'm gonna be, "Fuck you back, bitch. Fuck you. I got my fight, you got yours." These are facts, right?
Yes.
Here's what I'll say, and this is where the dolphin can come in
Mhm.
because community motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
Misery loves company.
Yes.
You hate where you're at, you ain't the only motherfucking one. Go find somebody, go find 5, 10 other people that also hate that shit, bitch together, accept it together as a community, strengthen numbers,
Acceptance.
okay? And then everybody together goes all chips, all in, and amazingly, you're gonna find accountability and support, which you've probably been lacking all along from like-minded fucking people.
Yep.
And you honey badgers will say, "Psst, this is perfect. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Fuck, you welcome." From one honey badger to another. Good. You're welcome. Yes.
Oh,
Here's what
man.
you got to do. You're gonna have to do that. Find a community, find a program like the 6 weeks or a custom or a fucking challenge is fantastic.
Mhm.
Find it, follow it. For you Wolverines who love that lists type shit from one Wolverine to another, you're welcome. And the group of you motherfuckers Do it together. So from one dolphin to another, you're welcome. That was my dolphin noise.
I
And
gathered that.
yes, I'm gonna identify with all three of them, and so can Sarah. You know why? Because we have both fucking failed more times
Yeah.
than you're ever gonna know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't special because we've not failed. We're special because we continue to fail forward with extreme prejudice. Don't give a fuck because that's the fight, and that is the inspiration. That is the ins that is the inspiration.
Yeah, if you're not failing, then you're you're not doing enough.
No, and you see, and it's not and when you first started, it was like, "All right," I I thought your angle was gonna be more about, why your fitness deal, like, I thought your angle was gonna be more about the getting of beating cancer, you know? And it's definitely a fucking part of it, like, that's a staple for you, I think. But there's an ambition behind you that fueled that fight, that fueled the bravery to leave a teaching industry, to
Mhm.
leave that career. Did you went to school for that, didn't you? I
Mhm.
had a fucking waste of money that was. You left that to pursue a passion of something that you stumbled upon out of necessity, right?
Mhm.
Like, that's the best education first. Like, that's like our experience over
Oh,
education to me, I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, the
it's
difference between school and life is in school, they teach you a lesson, then you're tested on it. In
yes.
life, you're tested on it, and then you're learned the lesson.
Absolutely.
I'm coming with it today.
I know, you really are.
So, when you think about it that way, like, what you've done is a lot of trainers speak from experience, right? Because a lot of trainers are fucking stupid, and they only know how to teach what they've done for themselves, but
Mhm.
that's not what we do here.
Nope.
So, no and if that was, then every client we have would be only cancer-free people or someone post-fight, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that ain't the case, right?
And I think that's
And
gets back into the influencer stuff again, but
that's hard to
it's
find.
I mean, I
There's
think
gonna be things people will say about you, like, when you're doing the fucking, like, donkey kicks or "Oh, yeah, she's only doing that because she has yoga pants on, and then she's the thin blonde doing the fuck" like,
people already say that.
huh?
People already say that.
Yeah, well, see, you know what the truth is? That's just what looks like, do you wanna see my fat ass doing that? I don't think I could teach you, like, the perfect fucking way, like, she gets the form correction from my ass, don't get it fucking twisted. But I'm not gonna look good doing that shit. Who the fuck you wanna well, some of you dirty bitches probably wanna see me do them hip thruster moves and shit.
The
You wanna
Magic
see
Mike.
that I could bang bang no, the one when you put the
Yeah, I
bar?
know what you're talking
Man, get out of here, child, please, right? But we don't do those because if a girl did it, you'd be a straight gym thought, and I don't want that for the brand,
right.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
S
It's not about me or how I look or what I do. It's about like it's about you, not you, you,
yeah, the client, the
the
person,
client, the
right.
people listening. It's about what you can do. It's not about what I can do. Who
We don't know
cares?
it all.
Yeah.
We know what works
Yeah.
in our experience,
Mhm.
right? And that's all I mean, that's all that, you know, a client should be really looking for is somebody who can explain it.
Yes.
Why?
And
That is a like, that is the hugest that is probably the biggest reason, big announcement, why Sarah is now a part of ownership of CommitFit. Because she was able to show that the empathy is not impossible to find outside of someone which is me, who started the business.
mhm.
It's it's more than just, uh, it wasn't that it was easy. It's more than just showing and being personable. It's being able to explain shit that makes the difference. So that to me, that's probably the biggest reason. So congratulations and
Thank
welcome.
you.
Officially an owner.
Thank you. I'm so excited about that.
You should be.
Like, I was a teacher 3 years ago. I was a teacher in a classroom. It's
You think?
crazy.
Is that where teachers teach?
In a
Like,
classroom.
where'd you be, in a fucking toilet or what? Anyway,
Anyways,
4
that's why you're not
seconds.
losing weight. There you go.